Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ice Champaka Wolf. How are you guys doing? How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing okay. On my side, I'm doing fine. I thank God for the gift of life. I have not been feeling well, guys. That's why I haven't been posting so much of late. I haven't been feeling well, but now I thank God I'm much better. Anyways, I hope everyone has been doing okay. On my side, I thank God for the gift of life. So today I want to talk about some dreams that I had, and a dream that I had waking up this morning, and this other dream I had on the April 20th 2023. I had that dream waking up on April 20th 2023. This other dream I had it today, waking up today, September 10th, and they are Bible verse dreams. So I'm not a preacher. I have not come here to preach, but I'm conveying the message that God has showed to me through my dreams. And the first dream that I had was I've written them down, guys. I've written them down. I dreamt of Luke chapter 4 verse 3 to 10. So this one I dreamt of it on April 20th. So on April 20th 2023, I dreamt of Luke chapter 4 verse 3 to 10. And when I got to the Bible, my brothers and sisters, guys, I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian, and I believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins and he resurrected on the third day. So without further ado, like I said, I'm not a preacher. I've not come here to preach and whatnot, but I'm just conveying the message that I'm much of a dreamer. So I'm just telling you the message that I dreamt of. When I dreamt of Luke chapter 4 verse 3 to 10, I dreamt it was like I was writing it on a chalkboard, on a board. Like you see how teachers in high school and primary school, they write on a board with a chalk. So even on Iliota, I was writing on a blackboard Luke chapter 4 verse 3 to 10. So when I woke up, I remember I told my mom, I was up country, and I remember I told my mom, I've dreamt of Luke chapter 4 verse 3 to 10. So when I went to Luke chapter 4 and 3 to 10, I have a Bible with me. This Bible is so old, guys. I've had this Bible since I was in grade 6. That is, I have had this Bible since 2006, and it's 2023. I need a new Bible, but I love it so much. So in Luke chapter 4 verse 3 to 10, it says it's the temptation of Jesus. So from chapter 4 verse 3 to 10, so from verse 3, the devil said to him, that is Jesus Christ, if you are God's son, order this stone to turn into bread. But Jesus answered, the scripture says human beings cannot live on bread alone. Then the devil took him up and showed him in a second all the kingdoms of the world. I will give you all this power and all this wealth. The devil told him, it has all been handed over to me, and I can give it to anyone I choose. All this will be yours then if you worship me. Verse 8, Jesus answered, the scripture says, worship the Lord your God and serve only him. Then the devil took him to Jerusalem and set him on the highest point of the temple and said to him, if you are God's son, throw yourself down from here. For the scripture says, God will order his angels to take good care of you. It also says they will hold you up with their hands so that not even your feet will be hurt on the stones. But Jesus answered, the scripture says, do not put your Lord your God to test. When the devil finished tempting Jesus in every way, he left him for a while. So guys, as it's self-explanatory, so basically what I learned from that dream, guys, I've had so many dreams. So some are personal, some they're not personal. So I'll see how I'm going to be putting out those dreams out here, because there's some that are very complex and I don't want to you know. um so it's basically teaching us how to overcome temptations, because we live in this world, and it's fleshly desires and whatnot. And I know it's a struggle, but we should never give up in God, and we should always set rules and boundaries in order to overcome our temptations. That's the message from there. And the second dream I had waking up this day. So I dreamt, I'm not going to mention the celebrity's name. I'm Kenyan, so I know that woman. I know that celebrity. She comes from Mombasa County. I don't know if she still resides in Mombasa County. So I dreamt that this lady was reading was quoting the Bible verse Matthew chapter 8 verse 18. And the way she was quoting it, she was not quoting it, she didn't know how to quote like the way I'm saying Matthew 8:18. So she was quoting it to an unknown man, and we were all there, and she had perfume, and I think it was strong scent, something like that in the dream, strong scent, and she was spraying herself with perfume. In the dream, I think it was smelling nice. And then later on in that dream, she had worn a nice dress, since she's a sort of like an influencer, an actress, such not. I know her name, but I'm not going to say her name over here. So I was with her, so I was touching her back like this, just like I would be with my fellow friend, a lady, and we were talking, and there was that unknown man there. And then she later on, she had a book, and she was writing down what we were going to buy. Then she wrote down, oh, we are going to buy 10 kilos of meat. And then later on she was like, oh, then we need to buy water. So she was like, how many are we? And so we were multiplying the number of people that we are times, I think, the number of jerrycans that we need to buy water. So when that dream ended like this, I woke up, and I didn't go back to sleep. It was actually to waking up to this morning, this Sunday morning. So the first thing that I realized from that dream, I just remembered the Bible verse, Matthew chapter 8 verse 18. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so it was it was Matthew chapter 8 verse 18. So that's the verse that I got from the dream. So I woke up immediately. I woke up from that dream. I went to the Bible, and I checked, what does Matthew chapter 8 verse 18 say. So here in the book of Matthew, Matthew chapter 8 verse 18, there would be followers to Jesus. When Jesus noted the crowd round him, he ordered his disciples to go to the other side of the lake. A teacher of the law came to him. Teacher, he said, I am ready to go with you wherever you go. Jesus answered him, foxes have holes and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lie down and rest. Another man, who was a disciple, said, Sir, first let me go back and bury my father. Follow me, Jesus answered, and let the dead bury their own dead. So I did some research trying to understand what does this mean. So this literally is teaching us to lean on to God more, to put our trust in God more, and to follow God, leave worldly things, and to follow God, Jesus Christ. Of course, it's through Jesus Christ. That's the gospel. So literally Matthew 8:18, there will be followers to Jesus. As you can see, this one is asking him, I'm ready to go with you wherever you go. So Jesus is answering him, wherever I go, I have nowhere to lie down and rest. This other one say, I want to go back and bury my father. Then Jesus answered, let the dead bury their own dead. So this literally means you forsake everything, you leave everything to follow Jesus Christ. I know, guys, it's not easy. It is not easy. I have so many testimonies of what God has done in my life through dreams. There's some things that God has delivered me from. that no pastor will come and tell me, oh, give a sacrifice, monetary sacrifice, or what. God himself. All I can say is this: never give up in praying. Even if you are not so much of a prayerful person, you can just say the Lord's Prayer, small baby steps. Long ago, now I'm strengthening my walk with God, excuse me, I just used to say the Lord's Prayer, but right now I know how to pray, very effectively. So the work with God is not easy, and I am going to do a part 2, a second episode, just in a few. So that's the message that I wanted to pass through to you, my subscribers. So thank you so much for listening to me. God bless you. Kindly like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what other topics that you'd want me to talk about. What content would you want to see me posting? Thank you so much, guys. Part 2 is loading in a few minutes. Thank you so much.